Hi, I'm Lina. My research project, the awareness and acceptance of biodiversity credits and the potential for implementation in Malaysia, will explore how biodiversity credits can help bridge that gap and support Malaysia in meeting its conservation goals. Do you know Malaysia is one of the world's most biodiverse countries, ranking at 12 for the species richness and endemism, home to incredible species like the Rafflesia flower, the Sumatra orchid, the great hornbill, the Malaysian tiger, and many more. Biodiversity ecosystem provides essential services like clean air, water, food, medicine, and climate regulation. Biodiversity credits are emerging as a market-based mechanism by assigning financial value to fund biodiversity conservation and ecosystem services. These mechanisms are developed by startups, NGOs, and established carbon credit market companies to capitalize on this growing market. This instrument enables private companies, philanthropies, and individuals to finance conservation efforts while achieving positive biodiversity outcomes. Malaysia, a biodiversity hotspot, could benefit from such mechanisms to meet its biodiversity goals outlined in the national policy. However, the awareness and the acceptance of biodiversity credits remain largely unexplored, particularly in Malaysia. The problem statement is refined as Malaysia faces a significant biodiversity funding gap with only 250 million ringgit allocated under the EFT for 2025, making it important to explore biodiversity credits as an alternative funding mechanism to meet global biodiversity targets, with stakeholders' buy-in being crucial for successful implementation. This study is significant because it can contribute to both national and global biodiversity conservation, which can help the country meet its goals. By exploring the awareness and acceptance of biodiversity credits in Malaysia, it offers a market-based solution to funding gap in conservation. This study will highlight the key drivers and challenges of implementing biodiversity credits, which could guide policy decisions and foster collaboration across stakeholders, ultimately promoting a sustainable financial model for biodiversity conservation and protection. The primary objective is to gauge the awareness and acceptance of biodiversity credits and the potential for implementation in Malaysia. This study will provide crucial data that could guide Malaysia's potential adoption of biodiversity credits, contributing to both national and global biodiversity conservation efforts. Three research objectives have been identified, leading to three research questions. The research aims to evaluate stakeholder awareness and interest in biodiversity credits, assess their readiness for adoption, and determine the most effective strategies to promote and incentivize the mechanism in alignment with Malaysia's biodiversity goals. This research adopts a qualitative approach to explore stakeholders' perspectives on biodiversity credits. This study will conduct semi-structured interviews, allowing to dive deeply into their understanding of the topic at hand. The stakeholder will include policymakers, industry leaders, NGOs, and sustainability professionals, all of whom are involved in ESG initiatives as well as SDGs. The sampling plans involves one-on-one interviews, either face-to-face or virtual via Zoom or MS Teams. The consent for data collection will be obtained in advance, and all data will be stored securely in personal cloud-based platforms, ensuring privacy. For data analysis, this study will use Brown and Clark's six-step thematic analysis approach, along with software tools like NVivo and Delph. These tools will help organize, identify patterns, and generate additional insights. ChatGPT will also assist the data coding and further analysis. Finally, the integrity and reliability of the findings will be verified to ensure the accuracy of the results. The theme to explore is education and a systemic approach. In conclusion, this study aims to assess stakeholders' understanding of biodiversity credits, identify challenges to acceptance, and explore adoption drivers. It also explores solutions to bridge the biodiversity funding gap and systemic implementation to support national and global conservation goals. Thank you for listening.